Okay, let me knock this out real quick. Get this out the way. Feed these Steam Deck fans real quick. They want to know what's going on with their handhelds. Oh, don't worry, I got something for them. I got some news for them. Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? What's up, Steam Deck fans? Oh, I got news for you. Let me just knock this out real quick so y'all can get it. I saw those two articles about AMD. I had to jump on it real quick. Anyway, but I put two videos up already, so this is my third one. Anyway, says here Golden Week Fest has some awesome deals on Steam. Let's see here what they got. Komodo is hosting a big Golden Week Fest sale on Steam right now, and there are some really fantastic deals if you're needing some more. This is to celebrate the multiple public holidays in Japan. Oh boy. And it says it's not just games on sales though, as it's also highlighting new release, several upcoming games. The events ends May 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. UTC. So what they have here, let's see here. They have Dragon Dogma Dark Arisen, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 0, DMC 5, Nier Automata, Rev, R-E-V, that's Resident Evil, so R-E-V, that's Village, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Integrate, yeah. All right, so that's the Golden Week Fest. Now, keep the ball moving here. We got trying to knock this news out the way real quick. Keep you Steam Deck fans happy. Yeah, Chris, where's the news? Yeah, there's so much going on right now in the tech field, man. I just try to put something out. All that's, I always try to put something out. Anyway, Golf with Your Friends adds a hilarious new speed golf mode. Let's see, Golf with Your Friends. It says grab your friends and play some resembling golf in the latest free update to Golf with Your Friends, which adds in a new rather funny looking speed golf mode. The idea here is to forget about par and the number of shots taken. It's all about how fast you are. It's a furious race to put your ball before everyone else and score points based on how quickly you can do this. To help with this, it brings in a new hand brake feature, letting you slow your ball down at specific moments to set up another quick shot. And like something out of Sonic or Mario Kart, there's a special speed gate to give you a boost. So Golf with Your Friends, what do they have here? Speed is okay. You got the speed golf mode. You got new game setting options. You have all courses. You have turbocharge with brand new turbocharge boosters. Something slow down. You have sometimes slowing down is the best way to speed up. And brand new critical hit. And this is for golf with your friends. Yeah, Steam Deck, folks, and Linux. All right, now keep pushing here. What else we got? Open source. What do we got? Godot. Let's see here. Open source evolution sim thrives get upgrade to Godot 4. Oh man, got a nice little list here too. Let's see here. A game engine upgrade across major version is quite big, and it's initially proved a little problematic for the open source sim Thrive, but it is done. Okay, so Thrive. Let's see, what do they have? Full patch. That's what they got for the patch notes. Update to Godot 4.2. Update to NET up to Net 8 running C12. As it turns out, this can be used with Godot 4. New engulf animation that creates wave lines instead of old just fast animation. Oxygen now has a different level in different patches with which affects the utility of certain parts of the tone. There's now a native library variant that doesn't require AVX. This should make Thrive playable again on some old APU. Arabic fallback fonts had removed as it caused buggy line height in the text in Go.4. Osmore, let's see, Osmore regulation cost value are now shown in the red as it is a negative property. Engulfment storage full tutorial now has an end trigger. Once played, has digested enough things. Fix new player species. Name not immediately applying after exiting the editor. Fix new cell button crashing. Multi-cellular free build editor. Fix data cache dispose error that only seems to trigger in exposed versions of the game. Fix no changes in the editor tutorial. Being able to prevent multicellular editor exit. Memory usage metric now works on Windows. Fix CPU check, only check AVX and not AVX2, which was then used anyway, cause a crash on CPU that have AVX but not AVX2. And it says switch the AVX feature, check to use standard C function, which is hopefully accurate than the previous approach that we got reports about false negative. Tweak words on fallback. OpenGL render. Use and disable the 3D background again. For that as there still aren't fully correct. Update our color pick customization for Go.4. Pick from game window seems to not work currently on Linux. Remove our custom checkbox implementation. Now that Godot has all the needed features, switch from previously used bar compression library C standard once, which shouldn't have any save corruption issues. Due to this, we stick on an old version of the compression library. Add check to tool against omitting a part of the version number. This removes potential for a mistake that almost was in 0.6.5. Add simple C code only unit tests for a new thing. Convert some things to use direct reference instead of node path. There's now a Nix flake for the Thrive developers. Update our documentation impact by upgrade to Godot, and update Jolt physics engine to the newest version. Update YAM i.NET from 15.1.1 to 15.1.2. Update Angle Sharp from 1.1.0 to 1.1.2. Update code check and tool versions. Update translation, and that's for Thrive on Godot. Now, that was a big list. Some lists get so big, man. Like who was that? Like Starfield. So that last update, that one was huge. I tried to read through it offline. Took me a minute, a good minute. Anyway, all right, for you Bazzite lovers, yeah, you. Here's another update for you. Uh-oh. Says here, Bazzite 3.0 out now with Steam Deck OLED support, nearly ready. And let's see here, Bazzite has been released with the internal upgrade to Fedora 40, Fedora's operating system, which brings its numerous improvements for gamers looking to get Linux on their PC or the handheld gaming device like a Steam Deck or ROG Ally. This is a great alternative to SteamOS, which is still exclusive to Steam Deck from Valve. And then it says for Steam Deck OLED support, they said it's ready to the point that it should be mostly functional. However, there's at least one major issue left, which has to do with audio crashing when switching to desktop mode, and some other issues release to HDR support. So major changes, upgrading to for Fedora 40, KDE Plasma 6, Genome 46, Linux 6.8, AMD/Intel GPU driver upgrade, AN low key max support, AN low key 0 support, improvement for support, handheld HD overlay is now stable, gyro support partly parity with Lenovo Legion Go, charge limit set for Lenovo Legion Go 40, Asus ROG Ally, custom TDP that uses kernel driver, custom fan curve support for Asus ROG Ally, add CDEMU, added OLLAMA adjust, added fast fetched, add Zoxide, ZOXIDE, says the future for it sounds pretty bright, with them working on various background improvement like an easier workflow for getting needed kernel patches sorted in Fedora. They said they have a clear vision about the project, have goals for the future, reflecting that that vision. Anyway, let me keep going here. Sitting here messing around here. All right, keep going here. What do we got? Here we go again. VRR update. Which one is this? Okay. VR games. VR game Alien Rogue Incursion release late 2024. So let's see. That's quite exciting as an Alien fan, and might be a reason to pop my VR headset back on again. Alien Rogue Incursion is coming sometime in late 2024. I hope that Valve can keep improving Steam VR on Linux, which we had some fixes for recently, coming from the studio, Servius, an industry-leading virtual reality studio in collaboration with 20th Century Games. They said it will be releasing holiday 2024, so it's mostly likely around December. And that's Alien Rogue Incursion VR. All right, now keep moving here. Gotta keep moving here. Let's see here. What else we got? What do we got? Creepy point and click Sleep Time Village will come to Linux. Demo available. Okay. Let's see here. So you got to get the demo. It says there's native Linux demo available to try from Itch.co, GOG, and Steam. Plus you can support it on Kickstarter. The developer previously released The Mystery of Woolly Mountain, which also available for Linux via Itch.co, GOG, Steam. And this is called Creepy Point and Click Sleep Time Village. Says here, Lightfoot Bros Games recently released their point and click adventure Sleepy Time Village, a creepy classic point and click adventure game. I gotta figure out what that AF mean. Game about learning to discover both your inner child and the joy of creativity. Sleepy Time Village is inspired by games like Monkey Island, Broken Sword, and TV shows such as In the Night Garden, Moon and Me, Life on Mars. You'll awaken a mysterious children's story village with clues and puzzles driving you forward while you ended up, and more importantly, how to get out. And then it says currently funding on Kickstarter. The developer hopes to get 12,000 by June 3rd. Check out our okay. You know, games on Kickstarter, they always when people go on Kickstarter to get funding, you know, they always get the support, you know. They always. Okay, Vulkan. The tribunal has spoken. Yeah, you people that can't spell Vulkan right, they're gonna issue a DMCA takedown. See, they're joking. Look, says here, Zinc driver startup times squash with new patches. Developer Mike Blumenkrantz is once again blogging about working on Zinc driver. This time, a nice optimization is on the way for the startup time, As brief refresher on Zinc from the Mesa documentation, Zinc driver is a Gallium driver that emits Vulkan API calls instead of targeting a specific CPU architecture. This can be used to get full OpenGL support on a device that only supports Vulkan. One problem that has been encountered recently was slow startup times. Specifically, sometime testing has been done against the GTK4 demo. In a blog post, Blumenkrantz notes how on the Irish driver Intel the average startup time for GTK4 demo was between 190 to 200 minutes, but on Zinc it was between 350 and 370. After pulling and getting some patches made to move more of the work into threads, they've been also reduced to the startup time to an average of around 260 280 minutes, a 25% improvement. Nice. This isn't the end though. Blumenkrantz said investigation is ongoing and hopefully they'll get it to closer startup time on Iris. Overall, it might not sound like a huge amount when taking a millisecond, but every bit counts on getting apps and games to start up quickly. Is obviously a nice improvement overall. All right. Yeah, stuff always needs improvement. Okay, on the Vulkan side. Okay, now where are we? We're almost done here. Okay, I think I talk about Mana Lords. We know it runs good on Linux. We know that. Matter of fact, PC Games had an article on it. Let's see here. Pest Apocalypse is now a new hilarious survivor-like game with a death mobile. Says here, here we go again. I'm about to be into another survivor-like game. You will love all of these as well, right? Vampire Survivor, Deep Rock Galactic, Survive and more can move over and make room for Pest Apocalypse. So Pest Apocalypse. Say hordes of disgusting pests to slaughter, personalize your vehicles, build your own team, survive each unique skill abilities, use your wits and reflexes to outmaneuver, outrun enemies, deliver scorching hot pizza, risk the wrath of the chef, quick runs for maximum enjoyment, sweet 3D 2D pixel art graphics. Follow Pest Apocalypse on Steam. All right, what else we got? All right, okay, Mana Lords. We know this work on the Steam Deck. We already know this. Because PC Games N already talked about this. Whoops, get back. Mana Lords. Let's see. Okay. See, Mana Lords is currently another 2024 release, smashing through the charts on Steam, coming from developer Slavic Magic and publisher Hooded Horse. Is currently impressive. No personal purchase, but publisher did send a key that I missed. Whoops. Okay, so Mana Lords. Okay, it runs on the Steam Deck. Mana Lords. Anyway, let's keep going here. Trying to get through this. Let's see here. What's this? Okay, let's see here. Alboin Online now officially launched in Europe and MENA regions. Alboin Online, the MMO from Sandbox Interactive, has formally opened the gates to Europe and MENA, Middle East and North Africa, with their brand new server. This will give players in those regions substantially improved pings. The developer says, along with a fresh start for everyone playing on them. This is the third server introduced to the game alongside Alboin Americas and Alboin Asia, although the new one does have certain initial restriction. And you can play via website or on Steam. It says a new server features a new untouched version of the game where all players start as equals and can claim their own piece of Alboin, a game world that is filled with separate and independent from existing US and American servers, greatly improved connection speed and pings for the whole Europe and MENA regions, timing of gaming server events, territory battles, crystal leagues, faction warfare, maintenance, etc. that are optimized for the region. And say that's it. So, and you can follow this game. This game is on you can play it via their website or on Steam. So it must be all right. Anything else on the gaming front? Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, we know. Let's see here. We know AMD is always up to something. Always. Anyway, let's see here. That's it. Wait a minute. Should be something about a controller here. Oh, Linux support on the way for Asus ROG Rikuri controller. The Linux driver support is forthcoming for Asus ROG Rikuri gaming controller. And then it says the Asus ROG Rikuri is getting controller for PC or the Microsoft Xbox console. The Rikuri features read controls, selectable step triggers, and various customization support. It's in line with many of the other Xbox focused gaming controllers from different vendors. There's also advanced ROG. Whoops, this thing is advanced ROG Rikuri Pro with an OLED display, but that portion at least doesn't appear to be supported under Linux. The Linux support for the Asus ROG Rikuri is coming thanks to this patch, now queued as part of the input subsystem. Lifeline brand with being in the for Linux code rather than for Next. It's likely to be sent in as a part of the fix for ongoing Linux 6.9 kernel. And it says kernel cycle. The patch is the XPad joystick driver and simply need the Asus ROG vendor ID added, and then Asus ROG Rikuri device ID 01838 add so that it will be supported by common driver used by Xbox compatible controller. And it says so should you be interested in Linux gaming with Asus ROG Rikuri controller that retails for around 80 USD, the Simply patch for XPad driver support is on the way to mainline kernel. Yeah. Steam Deck is getting an update. So Rikuri controller from Asus. All right. Anything else on the gaming front? Got to keep you guys up to date, man. Oh, here's one more. I got you guys covered, man. Got you covered, man. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Here's the last one. And this is talking about motion sensors for the Steam Deck, man. Motion. Says here, Steam Deck motion sensor being worked on for Linux and HID Steam driver. Says here, patch undergoing work to add Steam Deck IMU support to the HID Steam kernel driver for supporting the accelerometer, nice word, and a gyroscope sensor of the Steam Deck controller. The patches by independent developer Max Masel allows for accelerometer and gyroscope features to be used exposed to user space via a separate evdev mode with the HID Steam driver, kernel driver supporting the Steam control Steam Deck input and functionality. Says the exposing the Steam Deck IMU support for via separate evdev nodes match the behavior of the Nintendo and PlayStation HID kernel driver for expanding these motion sensors. And it says Valve recommend using the Steam input API for accessing Steam Deck input controllers such as the accelerometer gyroscope. While this is nice support for those not wanting to rely on API and API adapting the Steam Deck for other non-gaming use, the proposed HID Steam patch has been successfully listed with the latest SDL2, SDL3 libraries. And then it says more details for those interested in this HID Steam kernel driver works via Linux kernel mailing list. I will leave that link in the description box. Yeah, you guys are good. And anything else? Okay, we got that. Got that. Oh, speaking of Vulkan, here's another one. Got to keep you guys up to date, man. Oh, you know me. Got to do that. Yeah, Chris, where's the news? Working on it. Here's another one. Mesa 24.1 RC1 release with many OpenGL Vulkan driver improvements. There. Says here, shortly following today's Mesa 24.1 code branching, the first release candidate has been announced by ongoing Mesa release manager Eric Engestorm. Eric briefly announced the availability of Mesa 24.1 RC1 for those wishing to test the quarterly feature update to the set OpenGL Vulkan open source driver along with associated user space driver code. Then it says there will be weekly release candidate of Mesa 24.1 until the stable release is ready sometime around mid-May. And it says Mesa 24.1 countless improvement to AMD Radeon SI and RADV driver. Huge progress made to the open source NVK Vulkan driver for NVIDIA GPUs, and a lot of ongoing optimization work with the Intel ANV driver, as well as implementation for XE2 graphics with Linear Lake and Battlemade. Intel Arrow Light graphics support is also good to go with Mesa 24.1. Mesa 24.1 also carries support for upcoming Radeon graphics IPs, explicit sync support for Vulkan drivers, much better ASHI AGX Gallium 3D driver support to the point of having OpenGL 4.6 capabilities, new ARM Mali GPU support, and within the Panfrost driver, continued Microsoft D3, D12 driver enhancement, and more. I will have up my usual Mesa feature write-up for the interesting 24.1 changes soon as well. New Mesa 24.1 benchmark to come on Phoronix. And then he says, overall, this is quite a feature-packed release with Mesa 24.1 that will be very impactful for AMD Radeon and Intel graphics Linux enthusiasts / gamer especially, but also notably this cycle of NVIDIA NVK and Apple / ASHI AGX2. Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, I got you guys covered, man. Trying to get through this. So yeah, you guys are good. Updates just like this. Rolling in. I got you guys covered, man. I got you covered. Oh man, I'm almost done. Oh, okay. So I got that. I got one more piece of news to talk about. I did this. Okay, did that. Okay. Did that. I did this. I know I did. I know I did. I know I did. Whoops. Got the oh yeah. Let me knock this one out too while we're at it and get it done. Anyway, you know me, I just try to keep you guys up to date in the loop. Oh yeah, got you guys covered, man. You're good. Anyway, let's see if I got this. Oh, here we go. Talking about the Zen 5 stuff. Got you covered. Let me knock this out real quick. Go for the home run real quick. Says here, new Linux patch acknowledge more Zen 5 core CPU models. Says a new AMD Linux kernel patch queue today via x86/urgent for routing into the Linux 6.9 development kernel, expand the range of recognized CPU model IDs for upcoming Zen 5 processors. AMD Linux engineers have been busy working on Family 26 1AH, an embedment that will serve at least for Zen 5 processors, potentially Zen 6 too, if tradition holds. So far, Linux kernel has recognized AMD Family 26 CPU with models for 0 to 15, 32 to 47, 64 to 79, and 112 to 127 models. ID has been Zen 5 processors with the newly posted patch models 0x10 to 0x 11 and 16 to 31 are now in are new treated as Zen 5 processors too. And says here AMD tends to reserve much broader range of potential CPU model ID than what is actually used in order to accommodate for future currently planned processors, custom chips, design, etc. Many AMD EPYC processors SKUs also end up sharing the same CPU model ID. And it says, meanwhile, with this recently merged AMD Zen 5, then it says supported for GCC, it's treating all Family 26 CPU with model IDs of 127 or less as Zen 5, though if Zen 6 ends up sharing Family 26, the GCC is fine and ultimately will adjust it once Zen ZN version 6 support is introduced. Long story short, today patch in x86/urgent expands on the range of CPU models AMD is treating as Zen 5, and overall the AMD Zen 5 Linux CPU enablement continues so that everything is hopefully in good shape for Linux use by the time the next gen AMD Ryzen and EPYC processor are launched. The x86/urgent material is typically sent in each weekend to Linux Git, so expect this Zen 5 patch to be part of Linux 6.9 RC6 next Sunday. All right, and that's that. So you Linux gamers, Steam Deck gamers, Linux gamers, laptop, desktop, oh yeah, or mobile, you guys are covered, man. News, deals, games, updates, man, the usual stuff. I got you covered. Yeah, I had to get that out of the way and get that done, man. Got to get it done. Yeah, before 12 o'clock is over. So yeah, got you guys covered, man. But yeah, AMD busy, Vulkan developers busy. New updates for some controllers on the Steam Deck. Yeah, you guys are good from who was that? Asus. You guys are good, man. So and then the usual news as you know, as you know, I mean, for today, you guys are covered. News, deals, games, updates, man. The usual stuff. So I try to keep you guys up to date. You know, sometimes, you know, the thing with this, I try not to so-called burn myself out. No, I go with pace. You know, and I handle what I can handle. I handle what I can handle, and I just present it, and that's it. So yeah, but you know, it's fun doing this. You know, the Steam Deck is in a good spot. Bazite got some updates. Godot is always getting update. Or some studios benefiting from Godot. So yeah, and you know, when studios when studios they have funding in a Kickstarter, they always getting funding for their projects. So the gaming industry moves on, man. A lot of games are being made, and updates and expansions are being made, and they're just rolling in. Oh yeah. So you guys are good. Plenty of games to play, man. We're about to enter the month of May, so yeah, plenty of games to play. And you know, Valve is on it. You know, all the Proton is all the Protons are getting update. Bazite, Creo Utility getting update. All those programs, and when you go into desktop mode on the Steam Deck, and you look at all those apps, they're always getting updates. So yeah, so something is always being worked on, man. And games are being sorted. Games are being added to the ever-growing list. So yeah, game industry is good, man. I did 2 videos today on AMD, and you know, they're working on a new graphics card, but then also MSI you know, went over to Nvidia, but AMD has to keep pushing, you know. So yeah, and that's the industry for you. You know, partnerships are made, partnerships are formed, partnerships break up, and partnerships end. You know, so as a tech company, you got to keep moving. You know, can't walk around with your head down. You know, so yeah. But that's the game industry for you in a nutshell. So yeah. But other than that, you guys are good. News, deals, games, update. You guys are good, man. I mean, Komodo right now is having a sale. I'm just saying, they are. So yeah, a little festivity they having right now. So they're having a sale. Komodo is the store that you go to, like, if you want to buy if you're trying to get a Steam Deck, say like for Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and all that. So yeah. But other than that, man, you guys are good. News, deals, games, update. Usual stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars Star Trek fanatic. Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.